Hi guys, Diana Nicastro here, and I have for you today an adult beginning ballet class. So we'll get started with our warm-up stretch. Okay, we're going to start with rolling our shoulders. Just going to lower that volume a little for you. And shoulders up, back, up, back. Now both arms up, back, up, back. This last one with plie. Bend your knees and stretch. Back to front. So squeeze those shoulders, lift them high. And again. This time we do it with plie. Both arms up and drop. Stretch, open, right. Now hand on your shoulder. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to take this arm and we're going to sweep it across. Good. You can keep your feet in parallel. Just come from underneath and reach. We go from the base of the spine all the way to the top of the neck, all the way to the top of the head. 2 more times. And finish. Good. Now just reach forward to me and change. Reach forward and change. Now I want you to go all the way to behind you, to the back. Reach to the back and reach. Good. Now we're going to go sideways. So we're going to take our arm over and stretch your hips sideways. And we're going to go the other way, sideways. Good. And let your head just roll down. Shoulders roll. Soft knees as you plie. You put your head down, fingertips on the ground. Now you stretch your knees and open your hips wide. Demi-plie. Roll through. Good. One shoulder is down. One arm reaching up, the other is lengthening. That's it. So one arm up, but keep the shoulder down. This is reaching and stretching. Good. Now let's stretch our hamstrings. So we're going to have our heel up on the back foot, and then we're going to press into the floor, keeping our weight forward. And lift the heel, push it out a little bit more, spread your toes wide. And now push back, so you've got your back leg bent, reaching forward with your hamstrings, lengthening away. And you're going to take your hand and you're going to turn out your standing leg, and you're going to turn it in and turn it out. Good. Standing on 2 feet, take that leg back behind, hand on your hips, keeping the shoulder down, reaching sideways, and we open up this side, the psoas here. And we do the other side. So we're standing in 4th position parallel, weight evenly between the feet. Now bring the weight forward over the front knee and bend it. Lift the heel of the back leg, press it down into the floor, and a little bit deeper and wider. Now transfer the weight, and we're going to put it in the back leg and bend that knee. Reach forward. That's it. Turning out that toe. Turning in the leg, turning out the leg, come forward, stand parallel, take one leg behind, stretching sideways over. We feel like this part of the body is going down, this part is lengthening up and over. Good. Okay, so we're just going to shake our arms and shake our leg forward, shake it to the side, shake it to the back, and the other leg. So you're just releasing all the tension, lengthening away, working on the balance. Good. And then we're just going to tap our shoulders, tap our chest, tap the front of the legs all the way down, tap your toes, tap in the back. We're just waking up the muscles, tap across the top, tap those 2 arms together, change. Good. And let's do our balance on one leg, open to the side, and to front, and to the front, open to the side, to the front, plie. Now with your arms wide and turn your feet out just a little bit, we're going to drop down and reach, and drop down and reach. Be sure to use your core here to anchor yourself as you lengthen and stretch and reach. And lengthen away, keep breathing away. And inhale and exhale. Excellent. And reach up. This is the last time. And last time. And stretch. Shake. Arms, outside circles. This is done in parallel. And you should feel it in your glute medius in the back. Inside. And change. Outside circles. And inside circles. Good. All right. So the reason why we do these exercises in the beginning, the warm-up, is to lengthen the fascia. So that's that sheath that covers all the muscles. And that sheath gets really tight overnight when you go to sleep. So when we stretch and yawn in the morning, and it's the best thing for you because it stretches that sheath of the fascia of covering the muscle, and then the muscles can glide and slide more easily, which makes movement a lot easier. Okay. Also, these exercises that we do with our arms, really good cardio to get your heart rate up. And then this is just to find your center of balance. So even on days when you don't have ballet, this is a very cool thing to do. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is to warm up our feet. And we're going to do this without the bar today. So we're going to do a tendu to the front 1 and a flex in plie 2, stretch 3 with a flex. We're going to turn it out. 4, 5, 6.7, close plie 8. And then we'll do it to the left leg or the opposite leg. And then we'll do it to the side, to the side, to the back, to the back. When we finish, we're going to turn out and we're going to go sideways, plie, rise, and sideways, plie, rise, okay? So this is about balance, but it's just about loosening up the ankle joint and identifying where that rotation is happening way up in the hip socket. Okay, so here we go. Long, lengthened, right, from the pubic bone to the sternum. Out, flex, plie. Now press through with your heel. It's like you're washing the windows of a car. Neutral point, plie. And out, flex. Now you lift under the glute of the supporting leg. Like a window washer. You turn it in the hip socket and point, plie. And side, flex. Now lift under the opposite glute. Stretch. Turn it out. Turn it in. Back to neutral point. Close. And out. Flex. Lift to plie. Feel it in the ankles. Now feel this in the hips. And in. And point. And plie. To the back by lifting up the front. Flex. Plie. Stretch, turn it out. There's your arabesque. Turn it in, point, close, plie, and out. Flex the foot and plie. Bend that knee, stretch. Turn that leg out, in, neutral, point, plie, and sideways bend. Port de bras, rise up. Other arm sideways, over. Rise up. Now 2 arms on your shoulders. Lift from underneath your bum. Lift right under here. Lengthen. Scoop. Feel this connection between your pubic bone to your sternum. Long in your sacrum. And lifting. Lengthening. Open. And plie. Good. When you are doing when you're doing any sort of releve, guys, really pay attention to how you are coming up through your foot. We really want to be careful that we're not rolling out onto the baby toe or in, okay? And you can practice this without your shoes on, sitting maybe in front of the mirror on a low stool, and you just do what we call seated rises or seated releves. And you watch your foot super carefully and see, are my toes expanding wide? Am I reaching out? Am I rolling in? Because your feet with your pelvis are the foundation of how you are standing. So let's say instead of going up through neutral, you're going up like this. That's going to be very difficult for you to balance when you do pirouette. So just practice that throughout the day, even like at the kitchen sink when you're cooking, you can rise, or when you are brushing your teeth in the evening. Just keep practicing all five toes on each foot, 10 toes together, all the way lifted, not going out, not going in. And work up to doing about 24 of these a day. Okay, plie exercise. Here we go. This one starts in second, and we do 2 demis. 1, 2, 3, 4. And grand plie, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to rise 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 demis, 1, 2, 3, 4. Grand plie, 5, 6, 7, 8. We rise 2, 3, 4. Tendu side, close fifth. 2 demis, grand plie, rise, cross it over, balance, and stay. Okay, let's go. In your plie, which means, by the way, to bend, when you do your plie, don't think of going down. Think of lifting everything except your heels and your ribs. Second, find your center right over the middle. Demi, stretch, breathe. Now into your grand plie, the heels stay on the ground. Elbows, wrist, fingers. Releve, pubic bone to sternum. Good, all 10 toes wide. Now lift to lengthen, don't bend your knees. Tendu to first. And breathe to demi. Stretch right through your center. Elbows, wrist, fingers. Grand plie, feel like you're lifting. Now releve, insides of the legs spinning forward. You're lengthening, reaching, lift to lower down. The thighs come together, the knees, the calves. Tendu to fifth, demi. Right, stand on 2 feet. That weight is distributed evenly. Grand plie. And if you can't go down all the way, that is fine. Don't worry. Just go the distance that you can. Up, cross. Now I want you to feel long from here. Arms, shoulders down. Reach out of your back. And open. And finish. Good. Just want to say a word about demi and grand plies. Not everybody is able to go all the way down in their grand plies, and depending upon if you have knee injuries, if you have arthritis in your knees, age, whatever it may be, you may have limited range in doing your grand plie. So you don't go all the way down. You go to a point that feels comfortable for you. You'll have to modify for yourself. I don't go all the way down in my grand plies anymore either because I have arthritis in my knees. So you just have to modify sometimes what works for you. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to go back now and we're going to do the other side. Okay, guys, here's the second side of plies. Remember, keep breathing. Arms to first, then we open to second. And feeling like you're lifting. And breathing. Now I feel like everything is going up. Except for my heels. And I'm going to lengthen and rise. Feel like my ears are being lifted and I lower down. I make sure that my legs stay straight. Inside leg comes to first and then the other one meets it. Demi, stretch. I'm lifted right out of my hips and I grand plie. My weight is over the legs. And I'm lifting up the front, lengthening down the back. I've got 5 toes spreading wide, and I feel like I'm coming up the front. My insides of my legs come together, and tendu, cross front. Demi, Good. And breath. And ground. Now I'm going to rise, lengthening, push through equally, cross that leg over, and I'm going to balance here, my arms in first, and reaching up, lengthening. Feel those ribs nice and together, the sternum lifting, your heart going forward, this very long, and the connection back here, so you're lengthening, so you're not having this excessive curve, right? Lengthening, and open. And finish and breathe. Good. Okay, the next exercise that we're going to do is a tendu exercise. This one is going to be in first position, and it's prepare 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep your hand on your shoulder. I want you to feel where your center is. So you're going to do tendu front 1, lower to fourth position 2. So now we've changed our center of balance. Demi plie 3, stretch 4. Tendu 5, and you lengthen your leg away. Rond de jambe 6, lower in second position 7. Demi plie 8, stretch up 1. Shift back 2, lengthen that leg away. 3, lower in fourth position 4. Demi plie 5, stretch 6. Tendu 7, close 8. And then we're going to reverse it all from the back. So every single move that we do has a count, okay? And I really want you to feel I'm on 2 feet, now I'm on 1 foot, now I'm on 2 feet. Plie in those 2 feet, weight stays. Now I'm on 1 foot again, and I lengthen that away. So it's being very conscious about where your weight is. And that's going to be the theme for this whole class, is the transference of the weight, okay? So let's start on our right side. You can start on your left side, it doesn't matter, just you can go, it doesn't matter if you start right or left. Actually, it's probably better if you start on the side that's the weakest side. Okay, here we go. Arm, this is going to go on your shoulder. Front, fourth. Plie, stretch, and tendu to the side. Lower second. Plie, stretch, and tendu. Back. Lower to fourth. Plie, stretch, and tendu. And close in first. Stretch. And back to fourth. Stand on 2 feet. Plie and stretch. And lengthen around to second. Demi plie. Stretch. 1 foot. Back around. Lower to fourth. 2 feet. And make sure both hips are front. Stretch. Tendu. Close, plie. Good. Now we're going to do demi-plie. Lift your heels. Pull yourself right up and balance. Now find that neutral spine. Pubic bone right to sternum, long. And the insides of the legs come together. The calves come together. The heels. And when the heels touch, then we plie. Good. Okay, let's do the other side, guys. So it's first position, hands on your shoulders, and out to fourth. Feel 2 feet, plie and stretch right there. Now shift the weight and lengthen to the side. Shift your weight, plie and stretch. Back to 1 foot, to the back. This is your arabesque line. Now fourth. Make sure you're right in the middle. Both knees bend equally. And there's the arabesque line again. Close first. Plie. Stretch. Back. Bring it slightly in. Demi-plie. And stretch. Now lengthen away. Get this hip rotating forward. Lengthen and plie, the energy goes out and shift back. Hold the rotation here. And lower to fourth, bring both hips square to the front. Plie and stretch. Tendu, close first. Plie and demi. Heels. Now lift and pull right out. It's like you're pulling your pants up, right from the waist. And lengthen up. Inner thighs together. Stretch and finish. Great. Okay, we have another tendu that we're going to do from first. And this one is going to be with a fondu, which means to melt, right? So we're going to go side, tendu, and front, and side, and close. Inside leg, tendu front, and plie stretch. Side, fondu back, side, and close. Inside leg back, and plie and stretch. We'll do that again to the front and to the back. Then we'll just do a sideways port de bras and a sideways port de bras and just releve. Okay? Here we go. Arms, ready, stretch. Sideways, plie. Side to first. Inside leg, tendu, plie. Now we do it to the back. Shift your weight, 1 foot, back to 2 feet, 1 foot, back to 2 feet. Tailbone long. Lengthen, plie, stretch, close. Shift that weight, inside leg, plie, stretch. Side, back, side to first, tendu back, close, long spine. Now keep this center, and you're going to go over sideways, right. The center stays where it is. Your belly button doesn't move. Now inner thighs spinning, wrapping, releve, stay. Do you have 10 toes on the ground? Good. So when you are doing a plie, this is what you should feel like. Number one, you should feel like you're picking your pants up. So what I mean by that is literally you're making room in the top of the hip joint. Here, you're making space, number one. Number two, you're going to wrap those thighs together underneath. So in the back here, the thighs meet and greet at the top of the legs. They spin. So pick your pants up, meet and greet, and then you're just going to let the knees fall to the side very easily. So there's no pressure in the plie where you're grinding. You should be lifted up and out, rotated, and just soft. Let the knees be, and you fall over those knees. Okay? It will take the tension out of your plie and make it more efficient. And be careful you don't grip from the tops of your ankles when you go. It has to be soft. So much to think about, right? I know. And side, front, lengthen, close, tendu, close. Now 2 feet, pick those pants up and shift your weight. Up, back, stay forward. Good. And lengthen to the back. I'm on 1 foot now, and I'm returning to 2 feet. And 2 feet, 1 foot, shift. Sorry, that was front. Yes, inside leg, front, close, plie, stretch. We go side, side, plie back, back to 2 feet, and 1 foot, 2, plie, stretch. Now, stay right here with the center of your body. The 2 hips are going to stay where they are. You're going to work your obliques and your lats, and you're going to lift up and out. Rise. And my fingertips are right in front of my belly button, and I'm really lengthening, and I spin my calves, thighs forward when I come down, and then I plie. Good. All right. So now we're going to do in fifth position a tendu exercise. Tendus are really important to do because they warm the feet up slowly. So you don't want to start doing quick tendus and dégagés right away. You want to do a progression so that the muscles have a chance to warm up. So we're going to do to the front, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's 2 counts, 5, plie 6, and from there you're going to stretch 7 and 8. To the back, 1 and 2 counts, 3 and 4. Now to the side, 5, plie 6, 7 and 8. And then we do it from the back. So it's 1, 2 and 2 counts. 1 plie and 2 singles. Back plie, 2 singles. Then you're going to take your inside leg, plie, inside leg, plie. In this exercise, you're going to be doing a tendu from a plie position, which means that 2 feet are going to work. So when you have tendu front to plie, there's my 2 feet, and I start to do the tendu from the plie. I don't do stretch and then the tendu. So this will help us later when we do glissades and our jumps, okay? So let's do our 5th position. Here we go. I was just looking to see what number song I needed. Ready? And out, plie. Now 2 feet to the side. 1 foot, 2 feet. 2 to 1. And back. Plie. Now push from that plie. Inside leg. Side, plie. Push from the plie to the back. Back, close, plie. 2 tendus. Side, close, plie. 2 tendus. Front, plie. 2 tendus. Side, plie. Side, plie. And stay. Coup de pied. Balance. Get right up under this glute. Arms first to 5th. And stay. Right, so really make sure when you take those in 5th position and you take that 1 foot off, you entirely shift your pelvis over the standing leg, but be careful that you don't let it pop out of the hip socket. You have to lift that up. So you want to stay as close to center as possible, and you spin this thigh and this calf open. So you think about taking that knee sideways around to the back. Good. All right, now we've got to do the other side. So we're just going to do that. Okay, guys, here we go. Tendu in 5th with plie from the 2nd side. Elbow, wrist, fingers. Out, plie, and stretch. Side, plie, and stretch. Remember, push from 2 feet. Lengthen, plie, stretch, stretch. Side, plie, push from 2 feet, and back. Close, in, side, plie, push from 2 feet, out, plie, push 2 feet, inside. Good. Now this is that coup de pied. You want to peel, balance. Remember, we're going to lift up on that supporting side and stay. Arms right in front of your belly button. Good. And if you really want to challenge yourself in this position, you can try a rise and stay. All right, excellent. So now we're going to do a tendu, but with a pas de cheval. So going through that position that we just did, we're going to go pas de cheval 1 and 2, and a fondu 3 and 4. A pas de cheval 5, and to the point tendu 6, 2 fondu 7 and 8. So you peel the foot to that position, place it in tendu, and double fondu, and then you're going to do 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do this one twice through, okay? In your pas de cheval, which is named after the step of the horse, you want to get this feeling of coming through, of coming up and out. It's that feeling that a horse does when they paw the ground. So it's here. Be very careful, though, that you're not lifting your hip up. It's from underneath. So it's heel, extend. So it's peel to the tendu. In your fondu, it's a reach. So you're going to lengthen and then go further. So it's a pas de cheval here. Lengthen. Don't stretch all the way. Go deeper. Repeat it to the side. Repeat it to the back. Then you have battement en cloche. Swish, 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 close. And then we'll reverse it from there. Okay. Pas de cheval, double fondu. Pas de cheval, lengthen. Pas de cheval, reach. Back, front, back, close. Pas de cheval. Now come forward with your chest. Pas de cheval. Keep the weight here. Pas de cheval. Extend. Front, back, again. And reach to square hips. Stay here. Come forward. Cloche. To the back. 1. Deeper. 1. Extend. You can let go if you want on the fondus. Cloche. Now inside leg. Coupe. Up. Bring it forward. To retire. Stay. Lifting up underneath that glute. Lifting in this psoas. Very good. Okay. So this is a nice jazzy tempo, so you get to feel that swish through in the battement en cloche. Hold on. All right, you ready? Here we go. Up, present, double fondu. Up to the side. Now we go to the bar with our center. Come forward and cloche. Swish through. Pas de cheval tendu. Double. Pas de cheval. Extend. Pas de cheval out. Reach. And front, back. Good. Again. 1. Extend. Keep this flat and open. Good. Swish, swish. Up. Double. Lengthen. Swish. Now shift the weight. Good. Bring it up. Are you standing really tall here? Lift. Keep all 10 toes on the ground. And finish. Good. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is a dégagé. Now for this one, you're going to use your chair or your bar, and you're going to stand with your hands behind it. Okay? Sorry, you're going to stand in front of your bar or your chair. I think I'm going to use my wall bar because I think you can see me okay. Right? That should work. So we're going to do 4 dégagés to the side. We're going to go 1 and 2, 3, 4. Demi-plie stretch, opposite leg, demi-plie stretch, same leg. Other side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Demi-plie stretch, opposite, demi-plie stretch, same leg. Okay? After you do that, I would like you to try it one time with your eyes closed, because a lot of time we use our eyes to help us determine where we are in terms of spatial awareness. So with your eyes closed, you're now going to have to rely on the feedback that you get from the pressure of your feet and where you feel like you are. So close your eyes in parallel. Just do a little experiment and bring all the weight forward, back to neutral, all the way back, back. Go all the way over to one side, neutral, all the way to the other side, neutral. Turn out in first. Now feel where your neutral is. Make sure your pubic bone is right underneath your ribs. Make sure that you're lengthening your sacrum so that it's long in the back, and your sacrum is pointing right behind your heels. You don't want it pointing way out the back behind you, okay? So remember, 4 in first, opposite leg plie, opposite leg plie. 4 tons dégagés the other way, opposite plie, opposite plie. That set we do with our eyes open, and then one set with our eyes closed. Okay. Ready? In, 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 in. Opposite leg, out, plie. Opposite, plie. Now the right leg, in. Sorry, this is your left leg. And in, in. Now your right leg, plie. Now your left leg, plie. Do it again, but eyes are closed. And in, and in, and in. Plie, feel 2 feet. Dégagé, left leg, plie, dégagé, right. And in, stand on 2 feet each time. 2 feet, 2 feet. Now 1 foot, 2 feet in plie, 1 foot, 2 feet in plie, and finish. Good. All right, our next dégagé exercise is 4 dégagés in fifth. So we're going to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A dégagé with fondue, and then right to retiré, close. And then to the side, you change. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Plie, you must get over your supporting leg, right up to the passe. And dégagé, 2 and 3 and 4. In fondue, right up underneath, and close. And then you're going to cloche. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that one's going to be really fast, and we're going to do 8 of them, okay? And we do it from the back. So it's 4 dégagés, plie, retiré. 4 dégagés, plie, passé. 4 dégagés, plie, up, stay, cloche. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? You just swing that leg through first. Don't go too high because the music's going to be kind of fast. So you don't want to be late. Okay? All right, here we go. We have. Are you enjoying this music? I love this CD. It's called The Magical Disney, and it is songs from all Disney movies. And the pianist does such a good job of orchestrating the arrangements. Yeah, it's really cool. See if you can guess how many movies you know. I don't know all of them, but I really like the tunes. Okay, this one that we're doing now is going to be from Pirates of the Caribbean. In, 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 plie, up, hold, fifth, and cross in, 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet. Now shift your weight, up, stay, close to the back, in, 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 in. Now accent, out, up, hold, close it back. This is the cloche, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, and close from the back. In, 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 out, up, hold, stay. Cross your thighs, cross your thighs, cross, cross. Now shift your center of balance, hold, and to the front. Each time you close, stand on 2 feet, out, knee up, hold, close, and swish, swish, battement en cloche. Feel first each time. Demi-plie, relevé, stay, and balance. Good, and down. Okay. Second side, let me get this out of the way so it'll be easier for you to see. in, 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 out, plie, hold, close, and cross your thighs, cross, stay pulled up on the opposite side, now shift your weight, up, close, stay, and bring your thighs together. Good, you're lengthening up the front as you do so. You come forward, there's your arabesque, up, close, here comes the cloche, swish, imagine like you're splashing through the waves, and back, close, and in. Both thighs meet together, and plie, up, down, and stay. Cross your thighs, and out, up, hold, and in, 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 out, up. Balance if you want. Cloche. 1, 2, 3. Swish. Feel first. Up. Now feel 2 feet. Realign yourself and releve. Take your arms all the way up. Feel the insides of your thighs close together. Feel the knees close. Feel the thighs close. Calves, ankles, and feet. Good job. That's a fun one. Okay, the next one we're going to do is a rond de jambe. So this exercise is going to be for rotation of the hips. Okay, so you know the top, this bone up here is your femur, which is the longest bone in your body, which attaches up in the hip socket. That's the thing that rotates, that gives dancers their 5th position, which enables them to do all these beautiful poses and be able to jump quickly in this nice position. So we work on rotation a lot, and the rotation happens equally from both sides, okay? So when you do this one, just don't think, oh, I've got to work on this side. This is the supporting side. This is what you must work off of, okay? So we are going to start, I'll demonstrate here, is with a flex in fondu. Flexed foot and close. Flexed foot and close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a slow rond de jambe. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then one with plie. 1, 2. With plie. 3, 4. Now we're going to pick it up. 5. This time with a pointed leg. 6. Arabesque. 7. Plie. Close. 8. Then we reverse it. Flex and close. Flex and close. 2 counts, rond de jambe en dedans. Then with plie around, from the back to the front, plie around, and then back into the arabesque. Bend that knee through the attitude, passe, bring the inside of the leg forward, plie and stretch. We're going to do a port de bras all the way down, and then take your arm down and upper back port de bras stretch. Okay? All right, let's try that. So this is rond de jambe, which means circles of the leg, okay? It's kind of a fun exercise. Okay, rond de jambe, à terre, circles of the leg on the floor. Here we go. This one's the first side. 5th position, breathing with your elbow, breathe with your wrist, breathe with your fingers. Flex, stretch. Now transfer the weight. Flex, stretch. And 2 counts as we go around. Remember, the standing side is supporting you. Now with plie, around. With plie, around. Now fondu, up, arabesque. To the back. Flex, stretch. Flex, stretch. 2 counts around, 2 counts around. With plie around, with plie around, back, passe, plie. Now port de bras. So port de bras means to carry your arms. And now we come up. Drop that arm down in the socket. Now just lift your upper back and and take your arm down, coup de pied, bring it to retire, take your arms up, supporting leg very tall. Now try closing your eyes in this position and finish. Very nice. So occasionally throughout the day, try closing your eyes to feel where your balance is. And when we do our circles from the front around to the back, that's called en dehors, or outside, because it's going away from the center of our body. When we come from the back to the front, that's en dedans, inside, okay? And all pirouettes are given with instructions, either they're en dehors or en dedans. They're not left and right turns. So always think, am I going away from my center of the body or to the center of my body? Okay, generally we like to start with going away first and then coming from the back to the front, en dedans. Here we go. Breathe through your back, breathe through your fingers. Flex, stretch, flex, stretch. Now 2 rond de jambes, very slow. Keep your back nice and still. With plie, around. Don't forget to shift your weight. This is battement front. Bring your knee to the side. Plie in arabesque. With flex, right behind your spine, right in front of your breastbone. And this is en dedans. Remember, from the back to the front. Now we go back to the front with plie, arabesque, passe, développé, front, port de bras. So we keep our hips long over our heels and stretch up, long, take your shoulder down, lift your arm, and the bar shoulder stays down as you port de bras back. Good. Now you bring your arm down, you peel the front foot off, and you're going to take it all the way up. My heel is right underneath my belly button, underneath my sternum, underneath my nose. Arms to first, shoulders down, arms to fifth. Good, nicely lifted. And stay, and plie. Good job. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is a frappe. Frappe means to strike, and it looks like that. And the reason why we do frappe is to strengthen our feet for jumps and for petit allegro, okay? So we're going to do this one. Prepare 5, 6, 7, and 8. Our arm will be up. I don't think you can see all my arm, but it's above my head. So 5, 6, 7, 8. And we do 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5. That's with plie, stretch. 6, hold it there. 7, and bring it in. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. So 2 frappes, 1 with plie, stretch, and in. 2 frappes, 1 with plie, stretch, and bring it in with a pointed foot. Then we'll do back and a front and a back and a front and a back and a front and a back and a front. Stay and balance in coup de pied. Okay? So we've got 3 frappes, 2 with a straight leg, 1 with a fondue leg. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think you're going to know this song. And in fact, if you know it, sing along with it, because it helps you breathe when you sing. And it helps you dance when you breathe. Out and stay. Out and stay. And plie, stretch, hold, and in. Out and stay. Out and stay. And out, plie, stretch, and out and stay. Out, stay, plie, stretch, in, and out and stay. And out and stay. And plie, stretch, in, and switch, switch. This is called petit papo. Little beats, beat. Notice my thigh is not moving, just my lower leg. Good. stay. Bring it up, balance. Good. Okay, so I forgot we were going to do the arms high fifth. So because we did the arms second on this side, let's do the arms second on this side. Next week we'll do them over our head. Did you recognize the song? It's from Mary Poppins. Okay, here we go. Out, in, plie, stretch, stay, and in, out, and plie, stretch, hold, in and straight, in, straight. Don't bend your standing knee when you come in, out, in, and side, out, in, in. Now with plie, stretch, toes. Here we go, petit battement. Change, change. Feel underneath the glute. I don't know if you can see in the mirror. Right underneath your smiley muscles. And pulling up the front. Right up. Right, so it was a spoonful of sugar. It's kind of a fun song. Okay, we're going to do a fondue exercise next. Fondue means to melt. So we're going to do fondue and passe and fondue and stretch. And then again, fondue and passe, fondue to the side. And fondue and up and fondue, développé. Then we're just going to brush it front and back and close and stay. Fondue, passe, fondue, développé, fondue, up to and fondue and stretch, fondue, retiré, fondue, développé, and let's do it with a plie, stretch, okay? Here we go. To go back for this one. Here we go. And fondue, up, fondue, front, plie. Think of lifting, lengthening, keep that in the hip joint. Think of up, press down, up, extend. Now plie, plie to the back. Fondue, up, fondue, extend. Fondue, up, fondue, extend. Keep the hip down. Fondue, up, fondue, extend. And plie, stretch, plie, releve, stay. Good. Turn yourself around and we'll do the second side. And fondue, up, fondue, développé, fondue, up, fondue to the side, fondue, up, fondue, arabesque, brush through, fondue, arabesque, close, fondue, up, fondue, back, fondue, up, fondue from underneath, fondue, up, fondue, stretch, plie, plie, close, and finish. Good. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, we're kind of running out of time here, is battement en cloche today. So remember when we did those little cloches where we went front, back, and front and back? Now we're going to swing it higher in the hip socket, but we're going to do it in attitude. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. We're going to do it 16 times. Then we're going to turn ourselves around, do it to the other leg 16 times. Each time you go through first position and you bend the knee, attitude. Okay, here we go. Battement en cloche. Up first, back first, up first, back first, up first, back, first, up, first, back, first. Now quick. Up, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finish. Change, other side. Ready? Slow it first. Up, first. Attitude, first. We're going to do this one 3 more times. And lengthen. Lengthen. Attitude. Good. Now we're going to go fast. And front, back. Just swing it in the hip socket. Go through first. Point your toe to the back. Good. Let it go. And finish. Excellent. Okay, just take a second to stretch yourself, right? You might even want to pause the tape. Just pause the video. And so you can just stretch out your muscles for a minute because we're going to do grand battement. So we are going to do to the front 2. I'll demonstrate over here. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plie. You can do passe releve, or you can do a pirouette at your bar. If you have carpet, you take it easy because your foot can get stuck on carpet, okay? 2, dégagé into passe. Here we go. Grand battement. Let me see what number. Grand battement. Okay. Arm is up. And battement. Close. Battement. Close. Battement. Tu passe. Balance. Side change. Side. Change. Side. Change. Side. Up. Balance. Arabesque. Back. Behind your shoulder. Back. And back. Passe. Balance. To side. Side. Change. Side. Change. Plie. Pirouette. Second side. Battement. Good. Keep breathing, guys. And push. Up. Balance. Side. Press into the floor. 2 feet. Good. Out. In. Balance. Let's keep our arm back. Stretch. Back. Stretch. Back. Passe. Close. Now 2 sides. Side. Close. Side. Close. Now you plie. Pirouette. See if you can stay. Good. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining me today. And let's just do a super quick reverence. Whoops. Here we go. And chasse. And stretch. Keep breathing. Good. Keep dancing. And I hope that you're staying very active and doing lots of things that you enjoy doing. And I hope that we see each other in the studio very soon. Take care, and thank you so much for dancing with me.